No, I'm
Not
sorry.
true.
Journalists are already allowed. How are all the reports coming here? How are
That's
people
not
reading
true.
the news?
That's
How
absolutely
are
not
all the
true.
reports coming here?
Well-
Foreign journalists are not allowed,
Right, well,
but
foreign, yeah,
invite
well, I get,
journalists are allowed.
okay, well,
Only
Well, I mean,
state-run
I-
media
That's not
journalists.
true. That's not true.
Well, I
A
mean,
lot
maybe-
of critical reports have been coming out.
That's
The critical
100%
reports
not
would
true.
not-
It's only state-run
100%
media
critical-
journalists. It's not
100%
independent
critical
journalists.
reports have
You're
been written.
totally
I
wrong.
I don't have a gavel here, but I have a
Sorry.
pen. But I guess maybe I should add the word international journalists and observers,
Yes.
whether they should be allowed
Thank
to
you.
come in.
Thank you.
No.
Indian journalists are allowed.
Yeah, right. I mean, does anybody have an objection if international journalists and independent human rights organizations were let into Kashmir?
We'd love that.
Yeah.
The UN Special Rapporteur for Freedom of Expression, David Kay, made a request last year to visit the country and Jammu and Kashmir. He also made a request to visit Pakistan. Both countries have denied him. Both countries should let him in.
Right. So I mean,
Who is going to be responsible for the safety of international journalists when they go to Kashmir?
well, you know what? I mean, I think international.
Who is going to be responsible?
You should ask international journalists.
Right,
International
absolutely,
journalists go to Syria.
Right.
They go across the world. It's on them.
Yeah.
And so I very much trust
I think-
international journalists and their institutions to protect
So
their
I
safety.
think I think we're all in agreement that international journalists should be allowed in. We all in agreement that the
Yes.
UN should be allowed in?
Yes.
All right. So, all right, there's agreement on two things right there. Because I think that would go a long way in helping clarify some of the basic issues, number one. Number two, I mean, you know, Ms. Jackson-Lee mentioned this earlier, and I mentioned it when I spoke. I mean, I represent a vibrant Indian American community. I represent a vibrant Pakistani American community. And we have constituents that are concerned about their relatives, you know, who are in Kashmir. And, you know, could we all agree that the remaining restrictions on the internet and other forms of communication should be lifted? I mean, that is
Yes,
is a,
100%.
I mean, so is it, I mean, so is it, I mean, I think those are two issues that are, you know, somewhat contentious right now that we're all in agreement.